So I had a mom ask me the other day how to get it all in. She alluded to the dishes and the laundry and the tasks that need to be done to make their house run. But then she also shared her desire to have fun with her children. And so her question was, how do you make sure all of the things get in? So I thought I could touch on that because that's definitely something that I have had to think about. I currently think about a lot, and I know that other mamas are wondering. There's just an endless amount of things that need to be done. And so how do you get it all in? Hey there, I'm Anna, homeschooling mama to 6. If you're a large family mama, wearing all the hats, doing all the things, and just making it work, subscribe and let's stay connected. I wrote down a couple thoughts that I want to share with you that may help, because I know I'm always wondering that question too, because even though I've been a mama for 18 years, the needs change and our circumstances change, and I'm constantly having to figure out, how am I going to get everything in? So let's start with writing down your priorities. This mama that asked the question obviously has the tasks of home management that are important to her, but then also having fun with her children. So to kind of get an idea of what to make priority out of all the things that needs to be done, is start with those things that you usually think about when you lay your head down at the end of the night and you're usually regretting not having gotten those in. So I would just start making a list of everything from tasks to connection with your children to personal care for yourself, and list down what those priorities are. And then once you do that, then you can factor those in to your day, making sure that you get those in. Like for me, one of my really important things I want to make sure I get it in every day is connecting with our little ones. I want to make sure that they have me first time in the morning. There are a lot of distractions in the morning because there are so many things that are really pressing that need to be done. But since I have purposed to connect with my little ones and spend some time reading with them, it's usually reading or taking a walk, all of those things kind of have taken a back burner. So even though there's a lot of things staring at me in the face, I have purposed to be intentional with my little ones. I've kind of given myself permission to put those other tasks on the back burner, and my little ones then become priority. So I found when I make that list of priorities and then I purpose to plug those into my day, and I'm going to tell you how I do that just to make sure that I get those in and actually carry through with those priorities, I am finding that I am living in less regret. You know, when I lay down at the end of the day, I'm not wishing that I would have. I am making sure that that gets into my day. Had another mama say, how do you even remember to do all those things? It's because I cheat and I set alarms on my phone, or you can set alarms on whatever device that you have just to remind you to do those priorities. So there are alarms going off all throughout the day to remind me to carry through with those priorities. If you think about all of your priorities, let's say laundry and lessons and connecting with your little ones, or maybe you found that you're getting behind on office work, just whatever it is. So you can make an alarm for each of these, whether it's going off on a daily basis or maybe a weekly basis or every couple of weeks, whatever it is. I guarantee that those alarms going off are going to really be helpful to make sure that you are carrying out all of the things that need to be done. I've got a friend, and if she's watching, she's going to know that I'm talking about her. She even sets an alarm to give her little girl a hug, and it's going off all throughout the day because she knows that her little girl needs that connection and that affection from her. I was at her house the other day, and I'm like, your phone's going off. It says hug. She's like, oh yeah, come here. And she called her little girl over and she just gave her a hug. And it was just a really quick interaction, but she knew that that's what her daughter needed. So it can be something as little as a hug, or really whatever it is that you want to make sure that you get in. Now, having these alarms going off can really sound mechanical, but sometimes taking a measure like that is really, really necessary just to ensure that we can get all of the things in that really matter to us as the manager of our home, as the mama to our children, just all the things that it takes to make a household work. Now with this, that means that there's going to be a lot of things that are not going to get done. So I have to give myself permission to let things go. Right now, I am sitting beside a huge pile of laundry. Yes, I have a laundry system that I really, really love and it really works, but the reality is that there's just times when I'm not able to keep up on things. And sometimes I just have to tell myself, that's okay. The reason that laundry is there, it's because I'm using my time and my efforts and my energy somewhere else. And so that is kind of giving ourselves permission just to be present and just to be okay with things piling up. And I think that's hard for a lot of mamas. We can be really, really hard on ourselves, especially when we can't carry through with our own standards. So we can lower our standards by allowing things to go undone, knowing that we can't do everything well, but we can do a few things well. And that's why those priorities are so important for us to write down, and then making sure that we get those into our days no matter what is going on around us, especially this load of laundry. See, I should be folding this laundry instead of talking to you guys, but this is something that I really wanted to share. I'm hoping this is going to be really valuable to you and just kind of lifting the weight that we as mamas sometimes carry when we put so much pressure on ourselves just to keep up on everything and just to do everything just right. You know, it's okay. This laundry will get done. It's clean. You know, I can give myself an applause. I got it clean and it'll get done. But the things that I did get done today, I don't regret. So after you've prioritized and you have plugged them in to your phone, the next thing you need to do is try it. Try it for the next week, the next 2 weeks. And what you're going to find is some things really work well. And there's some things that are like not right. Now, that's not to say it's not going to work, and it's not to say that you have failed. Probably just means that there just needs to be some adjusting to the schedule, and it could just be adjusting when these priorities are going to take place. And sometimes it's just the children adjusting to the new schedule and just learning the new discipline of, no, this is what we're going to do at this time, and then just learning the new habit and really trusting and resting in what mama has for their day. So all that to say, don't be afraid to just kind of write it out for a little bit and then just move things around where they need to be. Having a big family is a wonderful, huge responsibility, and it's one that we really have to be mindful in and faithful and commit to making sure that we create a home that runs and functions well. And sometimes there's some bumps in the road, and that's completely okay. You are the manager of your home. And if it's not working, you have complete permission and control to change things up and switch them up. So just start with creating those priorities. Make some alarms just to remind you to carry through with those. Yes, it's mechanical, but it really, really works. And then try it out and reevaluate if you need to. Check out these 4 large family home management tips you should know about. I'll chat with you down in the comments or over there on Instagram. Bye. Case in point, right here is my huge mound of laundry. You're not alone. It's okay. It will get done.